I would say that I've spent more time with my kids than most fathers I know.
You were married once before your marriage to your current wife, Joan, of nearly 30 years.
40 years.
Of nearly 40 years. Before marrying Joan, you were thinking marriage was starting to become less appealing to you. Why?
Before marrying Joan, I had been married very briefly when I was very young, and she fell in love with a musician and went her own way, and I didn't really fancy the idea of being hurt again and getting married again. And so when Joan and I got together, we decided just to live in sin and have our children, not get married. And it wasn't until Holly was about 10 years old, I'd just come back from Los Angeles, and I turned to her and said, do you think Mum and I should get married? And she said, yeah, that's a lovely idea. And then she said, I'm not sure she'll have you. So I said, well, do you mind going and asking her? So anyway, she went and asked for me, and all was good.
But a key moment for you in that relationship seems to be you had just come home, Joan was gone, she'd left a note for you on the table, I believe telling you she was pregnant.
Yes, I came home one day and to find that she was pregnant and had left me, and just said if I want to see her again, to give her a ring. And
why'd she left you?
Because she wasn't sure whether I wanted children at the time, and she decided she did want to have children, and I wasn't necessarily ready for children. But so I sat down, thought about it for a few moments, and gave her a ring, and it couldn't have been a better. I mean, men are terrible. We don't like to be tied down, to be honest. And sometimes it takes a woman to do the job for us.
Given all your professional success and the constant travel associated with it, how challenging did it make it to be a present father when your kids were growing up?
Do you know, I would say that I've spent more time with my kids than most fathers I know. And the reason for that is I'm a great believer in delegation, and I'm a great believer in working from home. So we lived on a houseboat, and I worked on the houseboat. And the kids would literally be crawling around the floor. I might be changing their nappy, having a meeting. So I think I spent a lot more time with my kids than most fathers, and as a result, we're an unbelievably close family. And actually, I do try to encourage our companies to, be very flexible with people that work for the companies, so they can if they want to work from home, they should be able to work from home. If they want to work from home on a Friday and a Monday, they should be able to do so. Not feel that they have to rigidly be in an office all the time.
Holly and Sam, your two growing kids now, what role do you see them playing, if any, long-term in Virgin?
They're both wonderfully personable. They're great with people. Holly runs our foundation and runs it really well. Sam has got his own little film company. He's done wonderful films on the war, against the war on drugs, and breaking the taboo, and on trying to sort of campaign to stop the death penalty and other areas. One day, when I decide to move on, they will be very capable, I think, of together, being being the two ambassadors for the Virgin Group. And I think companies benefit from having faces instead of just being faceless companies, having front people, and I think they can play that role really well.